Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of What's Happening Now with C9 Solutions. As always, please remember to like, share, and comment on this broadcast, as there could be some information here, not just useful to yourself, but maybe useful for a friend, family, or a relative. And if you hadn't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our Twitter and social media accounts, as you can pick up and be able to get information from C9 Solutions on a daily basis. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to us by Will Technology, where Will Technology offers a host of government services. They do a lot of advanced technology, program and management, and innovation solutions to various federal government agencies, including the U.S. military forces, Department of Defense, and NASA. So tonight we have in the studio with us a very special lady who's doing some very special things in the community for some very special young ladies. We have with us Miss Amber Worthy from Pinky Promise and the Pink Lab. Amber, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
So Amber, I've looked at so much of your information and I've seen what was going on. You know, tell our viewers a little bit, what is Pinky Promise?
Pinky Promise is a thing that I came up with where I like to teach young girls how to braid hair. And all at the same time, while teaching them how to braid hair, I'm inspiring them to reach their full potential and teaching them how to love themselves and value themselves as well.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So where did you come up with this idea? I know, growing up, we always want to give back. We always say, I'm going to give back, give back, give back. But I would have never thought of an entrepreneur such as yourself would say that one of the ways I want to give back is I want to teach young ladies, and I'm guessing the ages between 8 and 13, 8 and 14, how to braid their hair or braid others' hair or braid their siblings' hair. What inspired you to do that?
What inspired me to do that was I used to always hear a voice in my head say kids and teach. And I thought they was talking about children's church, but that wasn't it. But I did teach children's church for a little while, but that wasn't it. Some said, teach your gift. And that's my gift. God gave me that gift. And why not share with other kids, And it was very easy for me to do it. So my first student was Destiny, and she was one of my children's church kids or whatever. And I taught her how to braid. And when I say she has took off, and she is doing great. I have other students too, but it was just too many pictures to just post. But Destiny is doing great. She currently lives in Anniston, Saks. They stay in Saks. She goes to Saks High School, and she's doing great. And those are my other students right there too. Each one of those girls are really doing great. And I always feel like for little girls, it's already hard for them out here. They be picked on anyway if their hair isn't done. So what other way could I give back? Teach them how to do hair. They can keep their friends' hair done. They can keep their hair done.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I love that idea because so often when we see kids, with here at C9 Solutions, we do an annual back to school braid-a-thon, which is normally it's getting bigger. It wasn't as big as it is, it wasn't supposed to get this big, but our sponsor, Hair Queen, they're determined to make it the biggest thing on this side of the hemisphere. And each year they want to get it bigger and bigger. We started off basically when we was working with Cutting Them Up Beauty Supply and Salon, and we had them like at 100, 110 students we did. And then the following year it went up to like 225. And then this year we did 425. So moving along, when you're doing these young ladies' hair, it's more than you're teaching them. Is a little bit more than showing them what to do. You're actually giving them a purpose, are you not?
Yes, I am. Because at the end of the day, this is something that they can either do in college or they can make a career out of it. They can be an entrepreneur just like me, and make great money, doing it, and it gives them confidence as well.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. So let's talk a little bit about that. You said be an entrepreneur. Besides teaching these young ladies how to braid hair, you are yourself an entrepreneur, business owner, but not just one, but two shops. Talk to us a little bit like that. How did you get started and what made you want to go that route?
To have two salons or just to do hair, period?
Entrepreneurship.
Oh, let me tell you. Okay. I clocked in and I clocked out. I didn't like it. I didn't like nobody telling me what to do. And I already knew that I had a gift and I made more money doing this than I did clocking in. And I like being my own boss.
Okay,
It's a great job.
how long have you been doing this?
Oh, 28 plus years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a
Yes,
long time.
it
And
is.
where are your shops currently located?
My first salon was Sweet is located in Gaston, Alabama, downtown Broad Street. And that's called the Pink Bar. That's where I work, and my daughter works right beside me, and my baby girl works in the front at the nail salon. And I love it there. I have a great clientele there. I love them, but I did kind of move on them, but they understand. My second studio is right on Slaughter Road at Tam Lux Beauty Suites. I'm in there and I love it. I love it. When I first moved here, though, I did have my own big salon, but I had to downsize. I did. And I love it. I just like it being me and my clients because it's personal.
That is awesome. I love that. So is there any big plans for you? Are you planning on to maybe expand your Pinky Promise to other areas of Madison County or even Limestone County, like maybe going out to Athens area?
Yeah, that's a plan. That's a plan. One day I hope to open up something big, but we ain't gonna speak on it right now. We gotta move in silence.
I tell you what, so where are you currently doing the Pinky Promise braiding classes at?
Right now, I'm currently doing it at Calvary, which is the Girls and Boys Club. And I think that's on the what? North side? What side is that on? I don't know, baby. But at
Northwoods?
Calvary, at
Okay.
Calvary, at the Boys and Girls Club. And I currently right now have 5 girls. They are so amazing. And when I say probably 2 of them didn't know how to braid,
Mhm.
they are doing awesome.
Okay.
They are doing awesome.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about having them ladies who you're teaching how to braid and how to home in on their techniques to do a hair show with those ladies? Have like a little contest with them.
Well, we just kind of started with the Pinky Promise over there at Calvary. That would be a great idea. I'm thinking at the end we probably should do that. And some of my girls got a lot of confidence in there too. So it's gonna be something to see. It's gonna be something to see. And besides the Pinky Promise, but I'm gonna say this: the Pinky Promise is kind of like a spinoff of Let's Talk Braids with Miss Pinky, where I started in Gaston with a group of girls. And so it's kind of like a spinoff. I call her my purpose pusher. She always come up with these great ideas, and she kind of named it for me. So that's where it came from, the Pinky Promise. And I promised to show these young ladies how to braid hair, all the while inspiring them to reach their full potential.
So are we limited to just ladies, or have you ever had any young men who had an interest in wanting to learn how to braid hair?
Not so far. No.
Not so far. Well, so can young men be in attendance and learn how to braid? Come to your class?
They sure can.
Shoot, I think I might sign up now. I want to get my hands dabble a little bit so I can go ahead and start twisting a little bit. I got a whole bunch of granddaughters who need my skills.
Yeah, you can hook them right on up.
They're not going to go for that.
They're not going to. They're going to let you touch them, baby. They ain't going to let that happen. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit. Why did your family, did you come from a long line of beauticians, or you just decided on your own one day, this is what I'm going to do?
Well, I used to get burnt every Saturday by my mama, Lord Jesus. I couldn't wait till I could use that pressing comb on my own. So when I did, I started pressing my own hair. But so when we first started getting a Jerry curl, the worst thing ever in life. Ever. Now, my Jerry curl was bad. And I'm not talking about bad as in a good way either. It was bad. My sister curl was so pretty. We didn't have the same grade of hair, but my auntie Geraldine, we used to love to go to her house on Saturdays and get our Jerry curl. I used to be like, oh, I wish auntie just let me help her so she can hurry and get done so I can help, get mine done. I wanted to help her. So I think that's mainly where I got it from, just watching her do our hair, do people hair. And she was at home in the comfort of her own home. That's what I loved about it. You know what I'm saying? Her and her clients. And my uncle would come in there every now and then. He was such a bad boy. He would come in there and just smack her on the butt a little bit and just let her know she was doing a good job. But we loved it. Aunt Jardine, I'm gonna say I got it from my auntie.
Wow. That is amazing. So there's so many, there's always, we teach in our entrepreneur class at C9 Solutions, every small business has a story to tell. And we have this thing what's called story statements, So what is your story? How did you come up with Pinky? Where did that come from?
Well, that has always been my nickname as a child. The story I was told, believe it or not, I was very, 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 very light skinned. And they just started calling me Pinky. Then all of a sudden my skin color changed, but the name stuck. And that's always been my nickname. Back home, everybody called me Pinky or Miss Pinky. I'm getting used to Amber.
You're getting used to Amber?
Yeah, that's my name my auntie gave me. I love it, but it's hard for me to get used to it when I've been called Pinky all my life. So nobody up here knows me by Miss Pinky or Pinky. They just know me by Amber. But soon they will know.
Huntsville is a huge melting pot of people from different states, different counties, different ethnicities, background. What made you choose to relocate yourself from your small hometown to Huntsville?
Just wanted something different, a different atmosphere. My kids are grown, mom gone, so why not? Let's just branch out, branch out and see what else you can do. Because I don't think I'm just meant to be in one place, showing my gifts. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm just meant to be in one place with this gift,
Right. And how long has Pinky Promise been in existence?
Well, Pinky Promise, to be honest, only been in existence for, I'm going to say a couple of months because it just got the name. But I'm going to say it's the spinoff from Let's Talk Braids with Miss Pinky.
And what was Let's Talk Braids?
Let's Talk Braid classes. I was doing free braid classes back home. We have a group of girls come in and they would learn how to braid. And in all honesty, when I first gave my first free braid class, some people was like, why would you do that? I wouldn't dare do that. You know what I'm saying? I would charge them for that. And I'm like, that's not what God told me to do, though. God didn't tell me to do that, So I did what God told me to do. And he said, give free braid classes and watch me work.
I tell you what, that is awesome. And I think what you're doing is wonderful because a lot of times we tend to forget how important the children are. And we tend to forget sometimes they just need that little bit to get them going. And I think what you're doing is awesome. And you should follow your heart. We always follow our heart. C9 Solutions follow their hearts when we're doing things. And someone says, why are y'all not charging for this financial literacy class? Or why are you not charging them to do this? Because that is not what's in our heart. That is not our motto. That is not what we're here for. We're here to uplift the community and make things better. And I think by you taking care of these young ladies at such a young age and giving them a gift, a chance to make themselves better, that you can't get no better than that. And what you're giving out now for Pinky Promise is going to come back to you tenfold. It's going to come back to you, and it doesn't get no better than that at all. I'm telling you. Is there a size limit to how many you would do? Y'all on mute for some reason. Nope, you're still on mute. You're probably going to have to unmute yourselves, Brittany. For some reason, you are on mute.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Okay. So, go ahead. Say it again.
I could do 10 if I had help, but I only do 5 for right now.
Okay. And when you said 10, if you had help, are you looking for help? Would you want someone? Could you looking for volunteers? Some young ladies who may not be in business, but they know how to braid because their mama taught them how to braid. Would you be willing to have some of them come in to work with you to help teach these young ladies?
I sure would. If the more, the better, and we can get more done with more,
Hey, folks, y'all heard that? If you know anybody out there, if you know anyone who knows how to do braids and you are in the Huntsville, Madison, Limestone County area, and you would like to spread your gift and your efforts to some 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-olds to show them how they can start learning how to braid their own head or braid their siblings' head, give them this information. Share this video with them. Share this broadcast with them so they can say, hey, we need to reach out to Miss Amber Worthy. So I want to be coming there and I want to help out and braid here, because it's all about giving back and it's all about helping those, and you'll be paying it forward. I think when we do our braid-a-thons, and sometimes, Amber, when I see the smiles on those young ladies' faces when they get up out of those chairs from all those braiders doing such a wonderful job, it brings a smile to my face, because they're smiling and they look good and they feel good, and and they're ready to go back to work. I think, to put it best, there was a young man who his quote from when he got interviewed by the newscast, he was like, "It looks good. They did a good job, and it's free." Like this. So I was like, "Oh, okay, guy." So he was really happy about that. But I think that what you're doing is going to be so impactful to those young girls, because one day they're going to say, somebody taught me this when I was in the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
And now that I know it, I'm going to teach it to you.
That's right.
Like this. And I think that'll make us better as a community. It'll uplift us better as a community. And it's got to start somewhere. We always talk about change, and we always talk about, why is this happening, or why these young ladies like this? Well, what you're doing is part of that change. What you're doing is going to make a difference for them like this. And I just wish there was more Amber Worthies out there to do more of that for our community and for these young ladies to help them out. So that's super, super awesome. I do know
if I had this growing up, had a Miss Pinky growing up, somebody that, because I'm self-taught. So kind of similar story. My sister is a master cosmetologist. So I watched her do hair all my entire life. She did my hair growing up. And I'm like, I don't want to just do pressing curls. I don't want to hot rod. I hate ocean waves, because that was her signature style.
Yeah.
And my sister was the type of hairdresser where if the first person sat in her chair said they wanted ocean waves and a French bun, everybody else was getting ocean waves and a French bun that day.
Oh.
So I'm like, yeah, Saturdays was good for you to see Aunt Geraldine, but for me to see my sister, I definitely didn't want to sit in a chair. So I taught myself how to braid.
Yeah.
And me and my cousin just sat down with her dolls and braid. And now I'm a braider to the point that my kids don't want anybody else to braid in their hair. Right. And when we have our braid-a-thons, we try to give them the opportunity to get their hair braided. Like, oh, no, I got you, Mom. And I'm like, it's free. But yeah, you're free too, Mom.
It's just something about
if
Mom.
I had a Miss Pinky growing up, self-taught, of course, is you learn your talents, you gifted with, you just perfect them. But if I had that, oh, Mom, I want to go here because she got a braiding class, so I want to do this, it would have been a great opportunity. And I'm glad that you're actually doing it for the kids these days, because now, like we talked about earlier, sitting on the phone, we're sitting on talents and we're sitting on gifts that can be manifested if we had the right people out there trying to help our kids manifest that.
Exactly. And I'm here for it. I am here for it.
I tell you what, if there's anything that we can do, CNI Solutions, if it's space that you want to have classes or whatever, please let me know, because I would be more than happy to help support you in those efforts and teaching young ladies how to braid hair so they can do themselves and perhaps be able to help their mom, their guardian or somebody to save money on them, because they have that talent where they can do it themselves. Because in this day and age, sharing these talents and these gifts to others, it means so much. And that's one of the reasons why we always try to share what we know. I try to share what I know to others, because I can't take it with me. It ain't going to go with me. So I need to pass it down and give it to somebody else so that they can use it and so they can make things better for them. So that there is where it's at. And that's how we start to begin to make the difference as a whole.
Yes.
Yes. So where if have you thought about, I know you said you had a big salon and it was too much, and you even talked about employees at one time, it was too much. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Now, the two employees I had, I'm not even going to say employees, baby, because they were on their own. They were great hairstylists, been styling hair for years. One of them is originally from here. Her name is Tracia Williams. She's from Huntsville. And then the other one is Jangeline Woods. She's from my hometown where I'm from. And they moved up here too, but it just had became a bit much for me. But both of those ladies are very talented. Everybody has found their own little space to working in, So everybody's doing really good right now, on their own. I just didn't like the idea of having to deal with all the overhead, and if something they gotta, come to me. I don't want that. I want to go tell somebody else, hey, that pipe busted, hey, that ain't working. I don't want to do that. I just want about me. Mm-hmm. That gives me freedom, what I'm saying, to be able to move around and do all the other things that I like to do.
Right. So as a young entrepreneur such as yourself, and managing two businesses in two different cities, how stressful is that for you? How do you manage two businesses, doing philanthropy work, where teaching young ladies how to braid hair and keeping it all together?
God. Just God. And half of my family think I'm really crazy. They always ask me to sit down, stop moving. I said, okay, when God lay me down, that's when I stop moving. Until then, I'm going to keep moving. Okay. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, moving. Yes, it gets a little stressful. I go back and forth home from gas, and it's an hour-and-a-half drive. And I stay there for 3 days. I might do 30 heads the whole time I'm there. Then I come back here and do some more heads, and I go back there. I did that for a whole year. It's kind of winding down now just a little bit on me going back home, but I'm going to always take care of my faithful ones. Right now in Gaston, I'm not taking any new clients. I'm handing them off to my daughter. She needs to build a clientele. So I'm handing them off to her. She's great. No, she's not fast like her mom, but she's going to get there. I'm going to pray over them hands. She's going to get there, but she does awesome work as well, so they can go to her. Because I love it here.
Great. Hey, I like that. I like that self-proclamation. Like, hey, she ain't mom, but she's getting there. She's getting there. So what, for all the viewers and everyone who's watching this program live right now and who will watch it in the future, what does Pinky Promise need to help keep you doing what you're doing? What type of support do you need to keep doing what you're doing?
Well, all support they can give me, I will take it. I really need the support of the parents, because I did have one parent that wanted to rush their baby out of the class, and the little girl was sad. Don't do that. Let them stay. If they want to stay, let them stay. Support your kid. Mm-hmm. This is big to them. What you think is small to you is big to them. Don't rush them. I need the support of the parents to bring their kids and allow their kids to do it. You know what I'm saying? The most I probably would ask the parent, hey, you bring us some snacks? Little stuff. It's the little stuff that always count, because I'm going to find a way to get everything else. But, hey, if somebody's willing to be like, hey, Amber, what you need? I'll give you a list if you would love to help me. But I always say snacks. Snacks for my kids, because we're going to get it. God going to always make a way for us. And I greatly appreciate those who want to help out.
I tell you what, C&I Solutions don't have a lot, but I tell you what I do got. I will give you guys some practice here that you can help give to the students, your students, that they can practice and use that hair to learn to braid with, like this. And that's going to be one of our contributions to you outside of, my space there at C&I Solutions. But however we can help you continue to encourage these young ladies, to help them keep that smile on their face, because I can imagine what you're doing, like you're saying, that they're loving it so much. There's that confidence in you, because you're there teaching them, and you're being that big sister, big mentor to them, like this. And something like that does need to continue to keep going on, because when they lose that outlet, they tend to end up losing a little bit inside of themselves, because that was the only thing that kept them going. Like
exactly.
This. So I truly applaud you with that. And I'm going to make sure that I provide you with some of that. When you're ready for it, let us know, and we're going to get some to you so you can go ahead and continue that mission on our side. And those who are viewing, those who are watching, however you can support Pinky Promise, what Amber is doing with these young ladies, please do it. Amber, how can someone reach you to show their support?
They can either reach me on my Facebook page at I think it's the Pink Lab. You can reach me in Messenger, or you can call me at No, don't call me. I'm sorry. I told a story. My bad. Text me. Text me at 256-399-5861. I also have an email. It's called pinkypromise@myyahoo.com.
Outstanding. I love it. Folks, those who's watching, you heard her, like this. If you want to support, if you want to show some gratitude, if you want to give back, just want to give back to the community and help her out to continue her mission, please reach out to her. And if you can't get to her, get a hold of me. Get a hold of C&I Solutions, and I will make sure that she gets that gift, that donation, whatever it is that you're trying to support her with. We will make sure that she gets it so she can continue her mission. Miss Pinky, is there anything, that you would like to add, or anything more you want to add?
No, y'all can come visit me though. If y'all really need I'm gonna plug myself right quick. If y'all need y'all hair done, I am on Slaughter Road. I will drop the address in the comments somewhere on my page where y'all can come visit me and get you some good old braids within about 3-4 hours with Miss Pinky.
Okay, Miss Pinky.
Outstanding. That is beautiful. And I think I might have to come visit you. I don't know. I need a little something up there.
And I'm like, if you want to do Miss Brittany, I take about 4 to 6, but I can get you there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need about 6 inches or longer, baby. That's all. Then I got you, boo. I don't.
You said she's gonna need a little bit longer than you got her, huh?
Yeah, 6 inches or longer, baby, because I don't pinch.
Oh man,
nah.
Outstanding.
These hands have been going for a long time, baby. They ain't pinching no more.
I heard that. Hey, Miss Pinky, thank you. Miss Amber, thank you for coming in. And those who are managing the shops in Gaston, hey, kudos to you guys for continuing on with the brand identity and still making it work and still making things happen. We know as entrepreneurs, it is rough. And a lot of times the only people who understand us is other entrepreneurs. So I do appreciate that and things that you guys are doing. So continue to do that, Miss Brittany, did you have anything you want to add now?
Outside of the fact that I just love that Miss Pinky is actually doing something for our children. Like you said, with us at C&I Solutions, we can only do so much. But when it comes to, her purpose on pushing passion and helping the kids understand, it's something out there for me, a gift, whether it's braiding or anything, you're actually pouring into our children is something that, parents these days, not saying that all parents don't do it, but we need help.
Yeah.
And I've been told so many times lately, and it's always been that it takes a village.
It does.
And we're thankful that you're building that village that we can actually come into and have help with our children where, sometimes if I talk to my girls and I try to give them that, you won't never hear it because mama said it. But it takes for somebody else to say it, for them to go, hey, my mama told me that.
Exactly.
So it's a blessing to have someone like you. And like Mr. Fry said, we definitely need more Miss Pinkies out here in this world.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, congratulations to you. I applaud you.
Thank
Folks,
you.
Again, those who have been watching, please take time to share this broadcast with others and viewers. This, it's always going to go on. And Miss Amber Worthy, she is doing a wonderful thing out here in our communities, and that's what we love. And we love to support people such as her in our community so they can continue to uplift and help the kids, so that because they're tomorrow, they're going to be our future, and they need that guidance, they need that mentorship, and they need someone who's going to be there to help them. All right. And as always, we always remember your yesterday is not your today, and your today is not your tomorrow. Good night.